Theros. Last part of
Ikoria collector to build a godly bow.
Commander Masters
M11.
Wilds of Eldraine.
Hey guys, welcome to the 99 pack Commander Deck Challenge parts 21 through 30, where we see the decisions I made and we get to see what colors I'm going to be playing. I'm still here trying to find out what color is going to be my third, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that later on in videos, but I know that I made a big miss in this video, and do you know what that miss was?
So what really brings me to Theros is a lot of the old mythical, like Odyssey, Iliad type things that we're doing here. Yeah, there's Greek gods and other whatnot here. I mean, we have temples and lands and whatnot, but this place really made me feel like I was in a mythical world. Minotaurs, satyrs, and everything was just making this place just feel like a really great place to be. But I'm really going to be looking for a god or a land. Or maybe... So, Tassiger didn't really say anything to me in this pack, just that I really wish there were other things that I could be playing, but in the event I don't go red, I'm going to need other draw, because my good draw is in red at the moment, and my other stuff is not, so... Next was a pretty cool set. It was when gods were first introduced. It was the third set of when gods were first produced, and it brought also a lot of enchantments and a lot of other cool things to the world of Magic the Gathering. We even also got a mana confluence, but you know... I'm really hoping I just don't pull something red or white because, you know, I could be using better things. Ooh. So the more I open some of these packs, the more I'm realizing to myself, man, I really shouldn't be opening these older packs. But hey, this Sigiled Starfish is going to get me a lot further than allowing my opponents to draw cards, so I'm going to scry. It has a lot of cool things in it. It's got counter spells, tutors, lands. It's just like a lot of stuff over time that made Magic something that we all loved. Like Street Wraith was an awesome card when I first started back in Innistrad. Discarded to do a bunch of dumb stuff. But, you know, let's see what we get from here. It might be something good, it might be something great. Uncommon, uncommon. Oh, I got an Entomb, an Icy Manipulator. So with all of the garbage cards that I've been receiving in the past several packs, I feel like this one really brings it back. And especially with the Geth, Thane of Contracts, and Tassiger, this Entomb feels really good to have. So Ikoria was a pretty cool set. It was, I'm pretty sure, during COVID-19 2020, where we weren't allowed to go see other people, because I remember picking up a lot of the lands from this set, which I'm really hoping to get like a Zagoth Triome or... I don't think I can get the other one in this set, but, you know, some of the cards I'm probably going to be getting in here is like an uncommon or a common, but, you know, hopefully I get a goodie right here. Like that. So we all heard the squeak in my voice when I pulled it, and, you know, most times people would be going for the Ozolith in their pack, but I have nothing with counters in my stuff, so I'm going to go with this Anticipate, but, you know, I'm really happy about this Ozolith pull just in general. So we're 25 packs into this, and I felt like since I didn't have any major things going on, I figured a collector booster here is going to be my best bet. So let's see what goodies we get. I'm so glad that they're all in the back. You know, I'm really hoping for like some real good guess. Look at that, a beautiful island. Radha. Oh, temporary lockdown. A giant pit lord. Urg, spawn of turd. Read this. Hazazon. Astor. So, do you guys know that moment when you open up a collector booster and you're like, I'm looking for something, just anything decent, and then the whole pack turns out like poop? So that's what happened, and this Urg, Spawn of Turg, is a pretty nice 3-drop, but seeing as I'm doing stuff in the graveyard, he's going to be my best bet from here. So this may not be the first pack in this set's rotation, but I haven't been able to have access to one, and this is what I was asked for most recently. Now, the set had some pretty good stuff when it first came out. We had Scrylands for the first time. We had the double-colored gods, and I'm really hoping to get one here. But otherwise, I'm kind of just happy to see some of these cards packed from a fresh... Going through this challenge, I've had the toil and trouble of trying to figure out what colors I'm going, and I still don't know if it's green or if it's red. But in the event that I go red, I'd like the extra color fixing, and you know, scrying is just way too good to pass up. When Dragon's Maze first came out, it wasn't really that big of a set. It was like 150 cards to the set, and there wasn't really too much that people were looking for. Deadbridge Chant, Progenitor Mimic, Maze's End. Ooh, hidden strings. And it's just really like, it was an okay set. It had some cool ideas to it, mana rocks and whatnot, but, you know, I'm not really expecting too much out of it. I opened this pack, I was really hoping to go for a mana rock, preferably like blue and black or so whatnot, but black and red kind of be like taunting me. But this hidden strings is going to be my choice because it can untap my mana more than once, it can tap down opponents' stuff to slow them down, and I've just always loved this card. Of this thing. This was the last one in the whole store when I stopped by, and you know, I also got a few other packs from them, but Commander Masters is just a pack filled with just a bunch of great stuff in it. You know, starting off with a Tutor, Blood Chief, and a Galta. You know, this set just had a lot of goodies from it, and I'm actually going to find a very difficult time finding a single card in here for my deck. Going through this pack, I literally saw banger after banger after banger after banger, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to choose? But in the end, my deck's getting a lot of recursion and trying to get things in and out of the graveyard, so this Victimize is just going to have to do it for me. Everything else just seems a little out of... This M11 pack is actually a little bit even before my time. I started back in M12 Innistrad, so this actually may be the first time I'm ever opening one of these. Now, this set really had a lot of stuff in it that I could enjoy. I can get buddy lands where they come into play untapped if I control the color of the other. Or I could get Titans. A Terramorphic Expanse is also great in a 3-color deck as well, especially when we don't have options to many non-basics. So these two cards are actually pretty solid choices on both parts. Terramorphic Expanse goes and gets me whatever land that I need to fix myself, while the Bloodthorn Vampire is a sack outlet I've really been needing. So I'm going to actually have to go with the Vampire because sack outlet for my graveyard deck. So Wilds of Eldraine is actually a really cool set. There's a lot of things that we can get out of here. It brought back fairies. It brought like a natural sense to being in a magical world. It really helped with like some cool things coming on, like Curiosity. This is a awesome start to a card. Like, I could have gotten a land, but forgot that this set started off with rares in the front, so like all of these things in the back aren't really that decent to look at. These are the two cards I like out of the pack. The Elusive Otter I wish was at the back of the pack, so it would have brought more suspense on when the rare was going to show up. But this Voracious Vermin is going to have to be my choice because when I sacrifice stuff, it gets bigger and gives me something to sacrifice. So the string of cards from these packs, I don't have anything like I'm super excited for. Yes, I'm excited for the Entomb, I'm excited for the Victimize, Anticipate, Hidden Strings, Bloodthorn Vampire, but they're not all that top overgoing cards that are helping me get to the end. Yes, Victimize is going to bring stuff back from the yard, Entomb is going to help me put something big in the yard from who I'm pretty sure my commander is going to be, the Mimeoplasm, but it's not really like major big. It's something that's going to help me get there, and you know, I could be wrong. The Sigiled Starfish is going to help me stride through my library. The Urg Spawn of Turg is kind of just like a uncommon helper. It's a 3-drop, gets other lands in my yard, and doesn't really do too much else otherwise. The Ordeal of Thassa, I'm really happy about in the regards of getting card draw and 1/1 counters, especially with some of the cards that you're going to find out in the 30s. But I'm pretty sure the Temple of Malice is going to get cut long term because it's no longer in my color. When I'm making this video, I'm somewhere in the 40s, so I do know some things going on, but back in the 20s, when I was making these packs and pulling them, I did not know I was going to be having a 1/1 counter theme or going green the way that I am now. I big missed out on the Ozolith here. I am quite upset with myself that I didn't just take that gamble because it wasn't in my colors. I had nothing to do with it besides the Ordeal of Thassa, and it just didn't seem good for me at the time. But now that I know I'm going to be going the Mimeoplasm with the 1/1 counter synergy, I'm super upset by missing this. It also makes me upset missing the Elusive Otter because that's just a bunch of 1/1 counters on his adventure. Just like, here, boop, buff me up. You know, so there are some other cards that I missed out. Erebos' Emissary would let me put creatures in the yard to help with my commander to revive and have a really big dude. Galta Primal Hunger, that's 12 1/1 counters I missed out on for the Mimeoplasm. I'm not happy about that. The Life and Death is something I'm missing out on. Good recursion, or it can give me a good board to swing in with 1/1s. I had to take the Entomb over that because I hope you guys understand. I missed out on a lull. I missed out on a lot of control in this area. A Terramorphic Expanse for, you know, that smoothing out of colors and, you know, I'm really hoping that from here I'm going to be making some better choices because I know the synergies I'm looking for, and I'm looking for things to help with the 1/1 counters and the graveyard. I mean, I also do need control and other stuff, but that's my main idea. Hey guys, if you like the challenge, please give a like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's really something I didn't expect to get as far as it is now. Now, knowing the things that I do, the Mimeoplasm is going to be my commander because he's just too good for the things that I am choosing. And if you guys want to see how it comes out in the future, there will be a game with it with normal decks, and there will be a game of 4 players playing their 99 pack challenge. Stay tuned.